Gloria Strode, and welcome to Straightforward. Today I am so excited to be sitting with two of our scholars, and they have decided brilliantly to attend two different HBCUs. So I'd like to welcome the fabulous Alexandria and Nicoy. Did I get it right?
You did.
All right, I love that. I was so impressed when I saw your mothers engaging on social media. You know, some people are just nosy, and I might fit in that category, but in a good way. I was just really celebrating all of the graduates that the parents were posting. And there was a photo of the two of you that really caught my eye. And then between your moms, they were saying, look at our babies. It was a memory. And you all were at Pinehurst. And now you are graduating and you're going, Nicoy, to Savannah State. And Alexandria will continue her family legacy because your grandma and your granddad and some of your other family members are alums of Fort Valley State University. And as I said to you all before we started, we will always be in love until the Albany State University plays Savannah State, or the Albany State University plays Fort Valley. Now we'll just fall out of love that day, right. But then the next day we're family again, because that's a part of being a part of the HBCU. The legacy and the love, it goes on forever and forever. So Alexandria, you have been busy. In addition to being enrolled at Pacelli, you're an artist, you're an entrepreneur. See, your mother didn't let you sleep enough. You know, I have to correct her on that. I thought you should get some rest because you got a full plate. We agree on that, don't we?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so when did you realize that you were artistic? I know you're creative, but just well enough to where I've seen you at different events selling some of your work. Yeah. So when did you realize you had that gift?
Art has always been one of my favorite things. I used to sit at home with my grandparents in their loft downtown at Eagle and Phoenix, and we just used to draw and doodle and draw on coloring books and things of that nature.
Really? So you were actually entertaining your grandparents, you thought, but you were really developing a skill. No, that you could use to make money.
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't that something? So did they realize it at that time, or just over time they realized that you really had a gift?
Over time, gradually it became more prominent, specifically during quarantine. That was when I really launched my business and started to take the pursuit of art into hands.
Okay, all right. And so, Nicoy, want to make sure I get that exotic name correct. You were sharing with me before we started that, and of course, you know, I'm a Carver girl. So all that girls are Carver girls. And of course, me and my three siblings all graduated from Carver back in the 70s. You all were never even thought of at that time. But you were saying one of your best experiences at Carver on the Hill, 8th Street, which is my village, was with your history teacher.
Yeah.
And that teacher poured so much into you that you would go home excited, telling your mom. That's amazing, because usually that's not a subject people really like. So what was so different about that teacher?
Well, her name is Branscombe. She was
Miss Branscombe?
Yes.
Okay.
She is my favorite teacher. My favorite subject throughout school has been ELA.
What is ELA?
Language arts.
Okay, language arts. Okay.
So when I got to Carver, she was my teacher my virtual year. She's my teacher 3 years. My 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade. No, my 10th and 11th, 12th grade.
Okay.
She made me look at stuff different. Like, she didn't go by the book. She went by experience and stuff that she learned. And like, she went off the script multiple times.
She made it more personal and more real.
Right. She was like, I'm not doing what the book tells me. This what y'all need to know. I'm going to teach y'all this. And I love how real she kept it with us. Like, she didn't sugarcoat nothing. She's like, you get it done, you don't. Like, most teachers, they kind of baby you. She didn't. She gave me the real. She kept it 100 with me at all times. Like, my senior year, I developed more personal connection with her. We talked about, like, everything. Like, life, family, money, like, It was.
She was giving you life skills,
Yes.
is what you're saying.
Yes.
It wasn't so scripted
Right.
and professorial, where we're just going to go strictly by the curriculum, strictly about the book.
Right.
We're never going to go off script.
Yes.
But what she did was take the curriculum and then wrap real life
She did.
around it. And so that made you thirsty for it, and you
Right.
wanted more and more and more. So you looked forward to going to that class.
Every single day.
Every single day, yeah. So that's very important though, because when we find, as we are matriculating, if we find that instructor that really grab us and then not only teach us what we should be learning in the class, but then wrap around those life skills, I promise you, and I've been away from Carver over 50 years, you'll never forget that person. And that person for me at Carver was Marquise Pitts, and he was my music teacher. And, you know, to this day, there were so many other life skills. He was great at what he did, but it was so many other life skills that I learned from him. So who is your favorite at Pacelli?
My favorite teacher is Ms. Crenshaw. She is my English teacher. I love English. It's one of my favorite subjects. Just having the ability to express yourself through writing is really comforting. I find it as another kind of way of self-expression aside from art.
See, because you're creative. And so I know you're going to be a marketing major.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so all of that, the verbal skills and all of that's going to really come into play. And then, of course, your mom is launching a new media print publication. And so when she hires you for that, make sure Gloria sees your contract. So we can make sure you get paid for all your brilliance as you are over at Fort Valley. And that way, that would be an additional income that you will be able to have as you work with your mother's new publication. But all of those skills, all of those people, that's so important. And when you get to your dormitories, because you'll be living in Savannah, it's a very beautiful place. I love it. When you get to Fort Valley, you already have deep family roots there. And so it's going to make for a life-changing. And it's something that it's going to be very important to you for the rest of your life. It's nothing like it. I know both of you are smart enough. You could have gone to a predominantly white institution, but you chose the HBCU. And that is why I wanted to sit with you all today. I mean, I didn't have any shame about it. And I was like, I told your mom, I said, I have a motive. And no, because now we're making selections for college and everything. And a lot of our friends are saying, let's get the HBCU foundation before we go to the next level. So what we're going to do is go to our first break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors.
Straightforward is brought to you by State Senator Ed Harbison, serving the citizens of Georgia's 15th Senatorial District and on the front lines for veterans every day. Progressive Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1952. The George Ford legacy of high standards continues today in the compassionate and professional services provided. A touch of dignity for those who care. Progressive Funeral Home, 4235 St. Mary's Road, trusted by generations. Whole Patient Healthcare. Dr. Jada Rimes-Bacote is board certified in family medicine. She believes the best patient care includes practical, individualized lifestyle changes. Located at 1338 13th Avenue, Columbus, 706-641-2080, or visit wholepatienthealthcare.com.
And welcome back to Straightforward. I'm really enjoying this wonderful visit. I'm so excited to see these beautiful and brilliant young African-American ladies deciding to go to a historical Black college and university. Both of them have such bright futures. And in a sidebar before we started today, we talked about it's okay to get your foundation at a historical Black college and university. I always try to point out to other young people. I always speak about my friend who is an Albany State alum, District Attorney Stacey Jackson, went to undergrad at Albany State University before he went to law school. And so you will find that You know, it's okay for those that decide to go to a predominantly white institution if that's their choice. But you can still get what you need at a historical black college and university before you go to the next level. It's not necessarily where you go, it's what you do when you get there. And I worked at Andrew College, and I know parents that even sent their children there because it was a private United Methodist college from the Bahamas, Miami, because they had soccer team and baseball team. And when I tell you it was a waste of $30-some thousand a year because some of them never got out the bed at the dorm. So again, it's not necessarily the name of the school, is what you do when you get there. And so we're expecting big things, great things. So you told me you're going to go to Savannah. It's a water city. I love it. One of my former census colleagues is the pastor of the historical church in the downtown, and it's a part of the Underground Railroad tour, and you can still see the holes in the floor. So just so you'll know that, it's a Baptist church. Mr. Tillman, he's Pastor Tillman. He's been there about 30 years. So your mama will know I told you where the church was. Okay. So you're going to enjoy that adventure. It's a little different, but you have already decided what your major is, and what is that?
Criminal justice.
Okay. So your long-range plan after you leave Savannah State University, you're going to do what?
Open my own law firm.
Okay. So you're going to go to law school?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And so have you decided what type of law? General law, family law, criminal law?
Criminal law.
Criminal law. Okay, I can see you doing that. I know, really, I can. Especially being a Carver girl, you know, we know how to do a whole lot of things. So I know that you have been well prepared. And so, Alexandria, you're going to be in marketing. So where are we going to take this? Outside of course, you're going to, as you're in college, mom's going to pay you by contract to work with the family business, which this is a wonderful facility here, and mom has other pieces to this corporation that she has. So where are you going? I know, because you can't come back to Columbus. Your future is too bright. I know people don't like it when you say that, but no, you have already, you're in Atlanta and other places already doing things. So what's your vision once you leave Fort Valley?
Hopefully, I want to be in Atlanta where I can continue to grow my art business and I want to focus on digital marketing specifically. So I want to help others with social media management and things of that nature.
And you know there is big money in the digital marketing. Yeah. We learned, your mom and I worked in a political season together. And a lot of young people like yourself are cord cutters. And so they live totally in the digital world and all those different platforms. There's a lot of money just in that world by itself. So that's going to be how you pay the bills initially. But then you're going to continue to grow your creative side.
Yes,
Okay. Well, we just want to make sure that, we telling the parents, we have dreams. No, we really do, because by credentials, I'm a social worker. And so this is something that, and I've had many things that I've done before I got to this, and so where we start is not always where we finish. Right. So what are your words of wisdom for the students that remain at Carver that's coming behind you? What would you tell them to ensure that they graduate and go to the next level? Because, everybody's not going to go to college, and that's okay. Some people might go and get a trade. We need that. So what would you tell someone that's a sophomore or junior?
I'll probably say don't procrastinate and always go with your best, follow your heart.
Don't procrastinate. That's wisdom. And always follow your heart. Because if your heart's in it, we want good things now.
Right.
If your heart is in it, then you're going to give it 110%.
Right.
So that's what you stand on.
Yes.
Okay. So what about you, Alexandria?
I would say don't procrastinate as well, but also stand firm for what you believe in.
Stand firm for what you believe in.
I like that.
I like that too, because sometimes people get swayed by other people.
Right.
going along with the crowd, following the clique. That's not wise.
Right.
You know, you have to be an independent thinker. You don't need anybody. You all are beautiful, brilliant, capable young women, and you don't need anybody thinking for you. You are capable of thinking.
Right.
And that way you can hear other opinions. But sometimes when you're in the high school realm, people follow people because they want to hang with whoever's popular.
Right.
We're in a different place now. No, we're going to the grown people world now. You follow what I'm saying? It's okay to be a part of organizations. Would you say that is good advice to not follow the clique?
Right, yes, it is.
Yeah, because the clique might not have your best interest at heart. Whoever that leader is might be working what their agenda and not what's best for your agenda. Right. And so between the time and preparing to leave home, because this is going to be your first time leaving home, right? How about that? Have you thought about at night when you get hungry, you can't go to the kitchen? See, it's those small things.
Think about that.
See, you haven't thought about that part yet. No, really. It's a big difference. So if it's not already there in your space for you, and usually that first semester is a very hard one, I want to get you on record saying, even when it gets hard, you're not coming back home.
Oh, I'm not coming home.
You promise. Promise. On record. I want to get you on record.
I promise I'm not coming back home.
Okay.
To stay, at least.
Yeah, you'll come home for the breaks.
Yeah.
But not because you got homesick. Because you're going to get homesick. So what about that, Alexandria?
I'm not coming home to stay.
Okay, not coming home to stay. No, and I've seen some of my friends that did that, and later they regretted it.
Yeah.
But even as an adult, once you're done with college and you go to a new place and get a new job, you're going to be homesick. You know, and I've traveled all over many places, and every time I moved, even with my spouse and my child, I was homesick. Okay? So what we're going to do is go to our break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors.
David Benefield at the historic Highland Hall, florist extraordinaire, making dreams come true for all occasions. Visit David and his team today at 1504 17th Street or call 706-324-4881, where happiness blooms. Barbara's Cleaning Service, a 5-star commercial service with satisfied customers in Georgia and South Carolina, built on the principle that every detail matters. Barbara's Cleaning Service, a new season building a family legacy.
And welcome back to Straightforward. I'm really enjoying this visit with just two awesome young ladies, and it gives me so much hope. We see so much negative stuff in the news about young people. We see negative things on social media, and you all are really a breath of fresh air for me. And especially the Carver girl. Because, no, I'm a Carver girl, and when I was a juvenile tracker, and this is a sidebar, but it's true, anything that happened at Carver where kids made a bad choice, Spencer, you always hear it in the news. Well, I know for a fact that we had kids at Hardaway, Northside, because I was a tracker. I had to visit them at school. They were in the juvenile court system. But see, you never heard that.
Right.
And so having you here today, and the people of my village, which is where I'm from, 8th Street, affectionately known as the Dove.
Okay.
Okay, I'm from the Dove. They can see you, and your future is bright, and you have a plan. You're going to go to Savannah State. You're going to leave there and go to law school. You're going to open up criminal law practice. You got a plan. And so it's not necessarily, you don't have to, 31906. We got good stuff rolling out of 31906.
Right.
I'm 31906. That's where I was, that's where I was raised. So I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I'm expecting great things from you. And now you stuck with me, and I know where to find you. See, because I have friends in Savannah, and my husband and I like to travel there. We'll be going there pretty soon here in the next few weeks. So never know when I might show up. They'll say, that lady, and you'll be like, who, her? Yeah, we'll show up on you. And so, Alexandria, you're going to go over to Fort Valley, and of course, your granddaddy has a very strong legacy and then of course your grandmother's side of the family. How are you gonna navigate that? See, because everybody already know your last name, so you're gonna be under the microscope.
Right.
Isn't that something? Are you ready for that?
I am. I'm excited.
You are?
I'm excited.
Okay. All right. So we know that they know your granddaddy, who has moved from work to the reward, but he loved his school. He had no shame about it. He loved his school. So as you move about on campus, you carry that legacy. That's a big responsibility.
It is.
Yeah. But I'm confident that you can do it.
I am too. Yes, ma'am.
See, I like that. No. And then, so when I show up over there on campus looking for you, look, don't hide from me.
I will not.
Yeah, I was like, what? She's over here. No, but I really want greatness for you all. I am more than proud that you would not consider it less than to go to a historical Black college and university. And you're going to make friendships that's going to last for the rest of your life. It's village. It's a family. I don't care. All of your aunties, you got one went to Howard. One was Miss Albany State, you got a lot that you have to, I hate to say it, live up to. But I think you're well prepared. I think you are well prepared. So we know you're the only princess, and you have other siblings.
Yeah.
So boys or girls?
I might have 2 younger brothers and one younger sister.
Okay. So are they happy you're going to be leaving home? It's more for them? Or they think they're going to be happy?
I think they're going to be happy. I think they want me to start my own new journey and get to experience more stuff.
I like that. And so when you go off to college, they can come over to Savannah and visit you at some of the games and see something outside of Muscogee County.
Right.
And Savannah's a water city, it's a historic city, and it's a lot to see and do. But you're going to stay focused.
I am.
Right. We want you to enjoy.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy it.
But we're going to stay focused. And we're going to get good grades, and we're going to handle our business.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what parting words do you have, Alexandria, for the young people that you're leaving behind over at Pacelli? Because we know that's a Christian school environment, but that means nothing. Because my son went to Christian school too. No, because they do the same things in the high school there as they would do somewhere else. So what's your words of wisdom for those that's younger than you? Because I know you have friends there. Or what you expect of them as you leave them.
I would say with any choice that you make sure you choose to do things that would be best for you, to be your own person, I guess, like things that would make you your best, you to be, in your best version possible of yourself. That's
the best version possible of yourself. Even at my age, that's wisdom. So you want me, when I come visit you, to be the best possible version of myself.
Yes.
That's very powerful. It is. So what are you going to tell your siblings what they should be doing at home in support of your mom in your absence? Since you're the oldest, right?
Right.
Okay. The oldest, y'all always think y'all the boss of people. But anyway, because I'm the baby. And even at this age, and I'm 60-something, they still think they can boss me. But that's okay. You're the oldest. What do you want your younger siblings?
I'll tell my younger siblings to don't follow the crowd. Like, be your own person. Like, don't get caught up in friendships and just, like, really, like, take this life stuff is serious. Like, take your life serious. And it's not, you're growing up. You can't play no games no more.
Take your life seriously. You're growing up and you can't play games anymore.
Right.
Both women with wisdom, young women with wisdom. Because if you look in the news, even in our community, there are probably some kids that you knew and they have taken a detour, the wrong path. But I would say to those that I work with, sometimes you take a detour, don't let it be a stop sign, because none of us are perfect. We make mistakes, but you can redirect yourself. But your wisdom to your siblings as you go to Savannah is they better handle business at home with mom.
Right.
Okay. So what you gonna do with the famous puppy? the grandpuppy. He's staying here.
He is.
Does he know you're leaving him? Probably not.
He does not.
Oh, okay, so that's a whole nother adventure for your mom. Boy, this is gonna be a lot. It really is. Well, I just want to thank you all. It's refreshing. It does my heart good. You got your head on straight. You got a lot of wisdom. I'm excited. It gives me a reason to do one more thing when I come to Savannah besides eat and shop at the outlet that's near there and eat the candy down by the water. And of course, when I go coming through over there at Peach County, getting all of those wonderful peaches and some of the people I know, my former colleagues from the census, then I know that you're there and you're taking care of business. We're going to keep up with you. We're expecting great things, and no, I'm very, very proud of both of you.
Thank you.
All right, well, thanks for doing this. This has been straightforward. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Until next time, be blessed.
What up, world? What's up, Columbus? Be sure to tune in every Sunday, Straightforward with Gloria Strode, right here on NBC 38.
Today, my very, very special guest is one of Albany State's best and brightest attorneys, Stacey Jackson. Welcome, Stacey.
Thank you.
I am so honored that you could fit me in your busy schedule. I'm just shameless when it comes to those of us that attended the Albany State University. And when we leave there, we just go on to make a difference in life. So today, I just wanted you to share a little bit of your journey. Of course, your parents are both Albany State alumni.
Yes.
And then you ended up at Albany State.
Yes.
And so how did we go from being the child of a Golden Ram to being a Golden Ram to being this awesome and successful attorney?
Well, during my early formative years in I hate to tell my age, late 70s, early 80s, my parents used to take me to homecoming at Albany State, and my dad.
It wasn't a choice.
No, it wasn't a choice. I had to go.
Right.
And my father.